It's now time to put the spotlight on the head honcho. Brand Equity put together a handful of young guns from OMD to shoot some tough questions right at their big boss, Jasmin Sohrabji. Will the captain survive the volley? Will the young blood be satiated? Let's find out on Quiz the Boss.
Hi, I'm Jasmin Sohrabji. Okay, go ahead.
Do you ever get a sense that we are perceived to be a huge threat by a certain media network?
We hope that a certain and many more consider us a competitive threat or someone that they feel happy to see in a pitch, because it's always nice to have people who are in the same stature, in the same league when we are pitching against each other. No one wants to compete with someone that you can always win over. So I think that yes, if I think who you're talking about, definitely I think that they do perceive us as competitive and hopefully a threat.
You're highly regarded in the industry for your contribution in the field of research and insights. So what is your goal to shape up the research capability at OMD?
So yeah, there's a big plan on the cards, and we are currently working with our US operation and bringing in a very big research study in India, which will be exclusive to OMD for some time, and it's really big. And that is something which no one has seen the scale of something like that. Our clients are using it in the US, are using it in a few other parts of the world. The company is launching in India, and they're launching with us. So we will be the not just first but to provide it, but for some time we will also be the only guys in the market offering this kind of service. We expect to tie it up in the next month or so, and they'll start rolling out. So it'll take maybe a couple of months to roll out.
See, in OMD, it starts from jazz and it ends at jazz. So if you keep jazz aside for a time being, then who do you think is the next person?
Well, I personally do not think I think maybe maybe a perception that you carry. If you look in the industry, people in the industry see it as jazz and Harish, okay? They don't see it as a jazz only operation. You look at Delhi, okay, the Delhi senior team, the South senior team, they've all got their own equity in the industry. I don't necessarily think that the large part of the stakeholders in the industry today feel that way. Maybe when we started out, it could have been so.
There are, I don't know, rumors, or the perception is that the burnout rate at OMD is very fast, and that actually prohibits attracting fresh talent. So what is your comment on that?
I did realize that yes, we were a bit overpressured on business, and I think this is not an excuse, but we were growing very fast, and the faster we are growing, getting talent in, it takes time. So we have understood that, and that's part of this process. I mean, I cannot deny it, because I haven't heard the word so strongly said myself, but I feel if you're saying it, there is some truth in it, and we need to address it.
Do you have a role model in the industry, and who and why do you look up to that person?
No, I don't have any role model. I like certain different things of different people. Some of them have been my previous bosses. For example, I feel that from the person I worked longest with was Nivik, and I feel from him I learned the entrepreneurial skills. From him I learned to understand that you don't hire everyone like yourself. At one time we were so stretched. I had the same problem many years ago, but not because of this reason, but this whole thing that we were all overworked, and because I kept trying to find little jazzes in the department that I wanted to fill it up with, till I was told that you don't need more of you, we need different kinds of people, and you need to learn to value different, not try to replicate your own self in the company. And that was what I learned from him. From much earlier time, when I was started my career, and I worked under Lynn at that time, and one of the things that I think I learned well from her was to allow people the respect of how to manage their time. Okay, and there a lot of one of the things I was doing at that time, I just joined the industry and I was still studying and working together. And there were days when I had projects to do with bad timelines. I used to sort of do the project because those days we didn't have computers. Everyone had one computer, and most of us shared the computer in the office. So it's not like I could do at home on work on my projects. I had to come to the office and do it. And then I would shift to the late night and do the office work at that time. So I found that she gave me the freedom to make sure that the job is always done, but the time management has to be your own.
Why are you always found in all black attire?
First 10 plus years in the industry, I mostly wore Indian churidar kurtas, and I wore all colors. I rarely wore black. And I don't know, I guess some way when I started really growing in the industry and making more presentations, I started wearing western wear and jackets and stuff like that, and then it was just more convenient to have one color than many colors. And after some time I just liked the look. I like the look. So I accessorize, so my shoes and bags will be colored.
So do you think if there are many people in the hierarchy on a particular business, that hampers junior level?
We have till now been a little more informal and told you all about. We haven't developed them formally. You know, we've sort of, businesses came and you all came with the business, or you all came to be hired when they run the business. So there wasn't any this lot does this kind of role
defined.
defined.
There's a lot of overlap currently in the current system.
Okay, so then that's something which I didn't realize. I do realize that on some businesses, because the client requirements, we have the expectation on how this team should be structured. But then if the team itself is feeling that there is an overlap, then you wait for this show to tell me. That means there's a problem. Okay, thanks so much, Tinaz, Shrikant, Sanchita, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show as much as we enjoyed the interaction doing it for you.